we're not yet. And we are. We're live. We're live. Hey. We're live. I have the inimitable Mr. Doug Wing in the house with me tonight. Doug, how you doing, bro?
Ken, it's always a pleasure. How are you today?
I was a little bit tired, and then you watched me eat 4 Michigan cinnamon gummies, and now I have a sugar buzz, so I am great.
Yeah, I drove from LA this morning, so I had a nap though, so I'm doing well.
Did you have a nap? Good.
Yes, sir. Let's do this.
Huh?
I said I'm ready to do this. Yeah.
Good. Well, it's good to see you, Doug.
Good to see you, bro.
We have Larry Schneider in the house.
Hey,
Larry, how are you doing, Larry? Hey, so just so everybody knows, we're doing a giveaway tonight, and we will be doing let me see if I have, do I have that? Well, I don't have it. I need to hang on real fast, everybody. Doug, talk about something funny or something.
Well, we've got some good guests coming on today. We've got Victoria. And we've got Cody from just up the road, about 20 minutes in Scottsdale, Arizona. And Bruce Mills is there. And also
Cody Lures and Victoria Estepinal.
You got it.
We got Bruce Mills. I said the Eric K. Berman, Curtis Heidel. Man, dude, we got some people here.
Yeah, Eric used a little giant today. Sounds like to clean out his gutters. That's good.
Whoops, sorry. Somebody was knocking on my door.
No kidding?
Huh?
You better not open it.
No, I just said, hey, I'm on a live stream. So, okay, here we go. I've got it here. Jeez, that took a minute. Share screen. So who else do we have on, Doug?
We've got another gentleman. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. His last name
it's Doug.
Yeah.
It's Doug Kuzma.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, it's Doug Kuzma. They shut down his other account.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Karen Griffin from Arizona.
Hey, Karen.
And Victoria is telling Austin to get in here. Listen, so what you guys see on the screen is a little giant King Kombo ladder. And one of our viewers, one lucky viewer, is going to win one of these ladders tonight, a King Kombo. Is that right? Are we doing a King Kombo, dude?
We're doing a King Kombo, yeah.
Kombo.
King Kombo.
So one lucky viewer is going to win a King Kombo and a lifetime membership to the GrOwLive Academy, including the weekly coaching calls.
Mm-hmm.
Billy W. Merritt is in the house. Holy moly, there's Billy. Say what's up to Billy, Doug.
Hey, Billy.
Billy's got his own plane flying all over the place, man. He's something else, man. That's a good dude right there. We have Susan Whitehurst is with us, Weldon's amazing wife. So we're doing a giveaway tonight, y'all. And here are the rules. There are rules. The rules are very simple, actually. A, you have to have shared this live video out. B, if you shared the post that I just put out a little bit ago, I put it out yesterday and I put it out just a little bit ago. If you shared that, that's going to increase your chances. C, you have to go to dougwing.com and get registered to be notified when Doug's book comes out, which is going to be a phenomenal book. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. And D, let's see, what else? They have to go to Facebook and follow Doug Wing's fan page on Facebook. And that's it. And this is the Little Giant King Kombo ladder. Doug, why would we just be randomly giving away ladders? I mean,
well, this ladder is, I believe it's one of the most awesome products in the ladder industry. Little Giant's really known for its innovation. And this is a fairly new product that came out of the design, design engineering guys. And and so anyway, it's a really awesome product. We're big time into innovation and safety. So
yeah, but what does ladders have to do with Doug Wing?
Oh, okay. Well, I grew up in the business. My father started Little Giant.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, and this is in 1972, and I was there for 47 years. I was 10 years old, roughly 10 years old when I started working there. My brother was 12. We were the first. There was about 3 or 4 employees that were there first, and we were amongst those, and learned a lot about business and hard work and working with family. I don't know have you ever worked with family, Ken? It is not easy. It is very difficult.
Yes, I have. I do not recommend it.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah, it's not easy, but anyway, great experiences, great stories, great lessons. My father was, I think, one of the most generous bosses. He was just an amazing man, and people loved him. They just loved him.
So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about we are all little giants walking amongst greatness. Amen. So we're going to talk a little bit about, I mean, look, this is one of the most innovative ladders. I have one. I have, what's the other one I have? That one that extends into like, it's a step ladder, but it can extend into a 18-foot extension ladder. It's sick.
Yeah, that's the original Little Giant, the ones that you've seen at home shows and fairs and also on the infomercial.
That thing is sweet, dude. It's sweet. So just so you guys know, if you want to win this, you have to be here for the live stream. You have to be on the live stream. If I call your name out and you do not respond, as much as it will hurt my heart, I will move on to someone else. Right, Doug?
Correct. Yes.
You have to be here. So you have to have shared this out. You have to go to dougwing.com and be registered to be notified once his book is published. You have to go to his Facebook page and like it. You have to be here. And that's really it. I mean, if you shared the post that I put out last night, that's going to help your chances a lot. But here we go. So we want to talk about some stories about your book. Like, your book is going to be a compilation of stories and lessons, principles that your dad built the Little Giant Ladder Company by. I mean, he was a people person, obviously. That's pretty funny.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That's pretty funny. That is actually really funny. So, look at Victoria. That's so nice.
I did get a haircut a few days ago. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so did I. Thanks for noticing.
Ken, look at that.
Yeah, look at. Hold on. I'm gonna do mine so you don't see the shininess coming through. Yeah, Doug, you're older than me and you got better hair.
Oh boy,
it's not right. It's not fair. So somebody just asked, Dan Altmeyer asked, what is the website? I'm going to throw that up on the screen right now. Go to dougwing.com. And Victoria said, huh. That's not nice, Victoria. So, your father built one heck of a company. I mean, Little Giant Ladders is now the third largest ladder company in the world, and doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year in business. And you no longer, by the way, you no longer own Little Giant, just so everybody knows, right?
Correct.
You just recently sold the company. They gave you $100 for it.
Something like that.
Yeah. But so you just sold the company recently, but like, you know, it's still, it's always going to be part of your blood, man. I mean, that's all you've known your entire life.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So it's always going to be part of, and it was your dad that built the company, and like, of course you did, and your brother did, and you know there were other people involved. Boy, you're getting all kinds of subscribers. I'm getting notified too, so that's good. We're getting people that want to win. They want to win this. So you trust me, you want to win this ladder, not just the ladder, but you want to win access to the GrOwLive Academy, where we have the weekly coaching calls. Doug's always on those calls, and Glenn Mooreshower's on a lot of those calls, and Jeffrey Gittimer is on a lot of those calls. And I always try to bring a special guest on to talk to everybody and teach. And if I don't get somebody, or I have something planned, I think I'm pretty good at doing all that. So we have a lot of fun. And we all learn a lot. We all, in the mastermind group, we're all pushing and helping each other grow our businesses. That's what it's about. So
your program, Ken, is amazing. And you know, we didn't even talk about the video library that is, you know, as part of that GrOwLive Academy. I can't remember how many modules are on there, but it's got everything. Even those weekly calls are recorded, and we can go and look at them over and over again.
Yeah, there's about 110 training videos on all kinds of stuff that has to do with going live, but not just that. It has to do with technology and social media and different tools that you can use to build your business, to build your brand. Yes, Dan Altmeyer is on those calls every week. He's very I got to give it. He's religious about it. I mean, he is always there. You're always there. I mean, dude, you were walking around Tiffany's or something the other day with your friend, and you were on the GrOwLive coaching call.
Yeah.
Where were you? Was it or some really nice looking store? It looked like.
Oh, and I almost got kicked out for not wearing a mask, but that's another story. So. This lady came up and said, if you don't put your mask on, and then I insulted her, and I almost got thrown out. It was crazy. But
you insulted somebody. I don't see Doug Wing insulting somebody.
I just told her that I'd been vaccinated and one more thing, and she didn't like it. But anyway, let's get on. Let's get back to the good stuff. But no, your program is amazing, Ken, and it's really helped me. As I've been doing quite a few podcasts related to the book, and you remember when you were on your show, I was one of the first ones that was one of the first ones I did, and it's really helped me to improve.
You're dude, at first, Jonathan said, was her name Karen? So at first, though, like everybody, when you first go live, I mean, Grant Cardone talked about this when I had him on after Undercover Billionaire, after he got done filming that. He's like, this is what people need to be learning, what you're doing right now. He literally said that. He said, but man, it's hard when you start out and there's only one or two people watching, I mean, and because it is, but like, once you get going and you just start getting comfortable. And I teach all of that stuff. I teach how to do it. I teach how to get through it. I teach what equipment to use. I teach so much stuff in there. It is overwhelming for some people, but I teach a lot of stuff in the GrOwLive Academy to help people grow and all that. But let's get back to the the book. Let's talk about like some of the stories in the book. You've told me some amazing stories, and I want, hey, listen, to qualify for this, to win these prizes tonight, you have to have shared this out. You have to have gone to dougwing.com and registered to win, or registered rather, to be notified when the book comes out. And you have to go follow Doug on Facebook on his fan page, which is facebook.com/real Doug Wing. So make sure you do all of that, because we're going to check it before we pick the winner. So, and somebody, and you have to be present. If you're not here on the live stream, there's 0% chance of you winning at the end. Sorry. So Doug, talk about the some of the stories. Like you told me about, what was it? Your dad sold the company at some point, or something, and then bought it back. Talk about, because that in the story about how he bought it back, dude, was like, it's unbelievable. But so tell that, how, like, why? First off, why did he sell it, and when did he sell it?
Well, he sold it in 1981, and he had a couple of partners that he didn't really he didn't have the best relationship with, but he was the majority owner of the company. But he had a couple of partners, and he was having a few issues with them. And anyway, so the opportunity came to sell the company in 1981 to a very large corporation. I would say back in those days, it was pretty much private equity. This was in 81. It was a company out of California. And so he got some stock. He got a little bit of cash, and then he was supposed to get some more cash in a couple more years. And anyway, from 1981 to 1986, this company out of California, which owned a whole bunch of other companies, they were doing like a Ponzi scheme type of thing, and they were draining. Geez. Yeah, they were draining all these companies, and people didn't know about it. And so back in 85 is when everything just kind of collapsed, because the other companies just got drained. And I was on my mission. I was on a church mission for 2 years, and I came home in 85, and then everything just kind of imploded. And so the company was, it was out. It was, they just destroyed the whole company. And I remember I think the sheriff's department came in and locked everything up. And
oh my gosh.
Yeah, they were going to have a sheriff's sale and sell off the assets to the company. And so my dad was, one of the neat things about this story is there's two lessons here. One is that he was a risk taker, right? He wasn't afraid to take risks. But the other one was really a story about integrity. And this is really one of the lessons that I learned, where I knew my dad had integrity. So my dad decides he's going to go to the sheriff's sale, and he kind of figures out how much it's going to cost. I don't know how he kind of knew, but he kind of roughly knew how much it was going to go for. And he didn't really know who he was bidding against, all this stuff. So, but here's the one problem, Ken. My dad didn't have any money. His main source of income was Little Giant. He didn't have any money. And so he walks into the bank in Springville, Utah. He walks into this bank and talks to the CEO and president of the bank, goes in, makes an appointment, goes into his office, and he says, I need $1 million. And he said, the company has been run down by this other company that bought us. They're going to have a sheriff's sale in like 3 weeks. I need $1 million because I'm going to buy the assets back, and I need to buy a building, and I don't have any money. I don't have any collateral. Will you give me the money? Now, just think about that for a second. If you and I walked into a bank and said we need $1 million, we don't have anything to back it up. I mean, they would like throw you out, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, the CEO of the bank looks at my dad and says, Hal, you've always kept your word. You've kept your commitments with us. We believe in you. We're going to give you the money. There was never any paperwork done on this. This is really a crazy story. He just said, we'll give you the money. We believe in you. Pay us back when you can. Stood up, shook his hand, and that was the end of the meeting.
No paperwork.
Yeah, there's no paperwork. So, and so what happened after that was my dad went back to the sheriff's sale. He was pretty close on what it was going to cost to get the business, the assets to the business back. Now, remember, he didn't buy the liabilities, just the assets. So, but here's really where I learned that my dad had integrity. Once we got our building and started up operations again, my dad called all of the suppliers that were former, suppliers to the company. And
look at the comment.
Thank you, Dan. So my dad went to all the suppliers, the former suppliers, like the aluminum suppliers, the plastics guys, the just the people that helped build these ladders that we needed. And so he went back to every one of them and said, look, here's what happened. The company was sold. They ran it into the ground, and I don't owe you the money that, is still due. But if you will give me credit and let me start again with you, I promise you over time that I will go back and pay you all of the money that the old company owed you. And so every supplier except one said that they would work with him. And over time, my dad paid back all of the money that the old company owed all of these vendors and suppliers.
Wow. So
then, Ken, here's the other thing. He called up.
Crazy.
Yeah. So there was a bunch of people, right, that were due ladders, right? And so, so my dad said, hey, you had customer service call all the people back that were owed ladders. And he said, look, we're another company now. We started up under a new name, and this was what happened. But, we're going to send you a ladder. And so everybody that was owed a ladder, they made good on it, and they sent them their ladders. And so, it's just an incredible story of integrity. And also my dad had a lot of confidence in himself. I mean, I couldn't walk into a bank and face, with a straight look on my face and say, give me $1 million. But, but he was,
with a straight look on your face.
Yeah. But, just the integrity he had, the confidence he had. And, I asked him one time, it's really interesting, Ken. I said, wasn't it harder the second time to start all over again? And he looked at me and he said, no, it was easier because I remembered all of the mistakes I made the first time, and I eliminated all those mistakes. And so success came even quicker. And I was like, wow.
Yeah. Make sure to, when you walk into the bank, that's funny. Not in Utah, you don't have to wear a mask. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, dude. I'm sure, because I've had to start over, man. And you always go, yeah, I'm not going to do that again, or I'm not going to do that again. And, or if I'm doing that, I'm going to do it way differently. And so, yeah, that's pretty incredible. Who's Facebook user? I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Tell them how they can.
You got to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and register your name.
Yeah.
So I'll have to go back and look and see who it is. But anyway, so that's one story. There was another story. You and I were talking about it earlier. What was the other? There was another story that.
Yeah, we talked about my father's belief in God, and
oh yeah,
and then how that applied to the company and the success of the company.
Why don't you talk about that? Like, first off, how often did you? Because I'm friends with Grant Cardone, and I love what he teaches. They have a meeting literally every single day, like every morning they have a company meeting. With what you guys did, how often did you guys meet? Did you meet every day or as a company?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were several different meetings every day.
Yeah.
Management meetings and different things like that. But as I interviewed, I've interviewed quite a few people for this book. Oh, who's that? Somebody from Michigan?
It's Laura.
Oh, okay.
Laura Wilkerson.
You know, I interviewed 2 former board members of our company.
Yeah.
And one of them ran some big companies, and then one of them was a very successful CPA. And I said, what's your favorite Halloween story? And both of them said the fact that every meeting we ever went to at Little Giant started with prayer. And one of them said, the one that was a real successful businessman, he said during kind of a difficult time at Little Giant, your dad and I had some meetings, and he said, I remember kneeling with your dad in his office. His door was closed, and we were pouring our heart out in prayer that, that we could receive answers for the company, and that we could figure out, how to fix some of the issues that were going on with the company. And it was just interesting that here's these 2 very successful men, and their favorite memories of Hal and Little Giant was the fact that they remembered, that how much he loved God and how much God was a part of his life and his business. And, we had real Christmas parties there where we talked about the birth of Christ. And my dad always expressed his thanks and said, we couldn't do this without God's help. We can only do so much, and then he takes over the rest of it. And that he felt like the company was really, really blessed by God.
Wow. I mean, doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year in business is kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that's yeah. I think Little Giant will be the #1 largest ladder company in the world, but maybe not, because look, I mean, here's the thing. Little Giant ladders are, thank you for sharing, Teresa.
Thank you.
Little Giant ladders, there's nothing in comparison when it comes to quality. Number one. Number two, they're made right here in the good old US of A. You've told me about the quality, like your dad had a very high standard, very, very high standard for quality control, right?
Yeah.
And
I think we talked about that last time when during the infomercial, we had that third shift, and holy cow, and my dad went down to inspect the ladders and they were junk. And he stopped production, and they cut up 900 ladders and threw them in the scrap bin. And he goes, these ladders have my name on them. And he goes, we're not making junk. And he's like,
900 ladders?
And he had them cut them all up and throw them in the scrap bin and said, these ladders are no good, and we're not doing this. And so this was back in the infomercial when we went from 400 a day to 7,000. And so we were just anybody that had a heartbeat. We went from 1 shift to 3 shifts. And so anybody that was alive and that could breathe and stand, we just needed people, And so, but I mean, my dad had this one guy up against the wall, the shift leader, in his pajamas. And he was telling this guy, look, dude, we're not doing this. But one thing about my dad was really amazing was, he would come down hard on employees when he had to, but he always came back and expressed his love, and I really admired the way he was as a boss. If he had to get after somebody, he did, but then he would come back and tell them, hey, I love you. And, here's what I was thinking, and we've got to do our best, Yep.
He had a very high standard when it came to quality and taking care of the customer.
Yeah.
Hence building a ginormous company, a giant.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that he would say, Ken, was he goes, every one of these ladders has my name on it, right? Because it's Wing Enterprises, Little Giant Ladders, whatever. Yeah. They're one and the same. And he's like, they have to be the best. And I'll tell you what, having quality over the years really kept us in business, because people would come and knock us off, and it'd be, they'd be crappy products, and then they wouldn't last. And so we always made it because of our quality, really, and the way we took care of people as well.
You know what? This is a perfect time to ask our audience. We have a Little Giant ladder demo video that is on YouTube that we wanted to share with you guys. Drop a 1 if you would like to see a demo of the King Kombo, This is the King Combo ladder that one lucky viewer is going to win this tonight. Drop a 1 if you'd like to see the video showing the demo video. Drop a 1 in the comments if you want to see that. And look at all the ones. Here we go. We got some ones coming in. There they are. Jay Fox, Dan Altmeyer, Scott Ricard.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Huh?
I was waiting for you to say that tonight.
I didn't see Scott.
I was hoping Scott would show up.
Scott always shows up. Scott's a good dude. Yeah. Skylar. Okay, so we are going to show this. We've got a lot of ones here. So, but listen, I want somebody, and well, somebody's going to win. I already know we have qualified people watching that somebody's going to win the Little Giant King Combo ladder. And that's number 1. And number 2, you're going to win lifetime access to my GrOwLive Academy. Doug bought several licenses to the GrOwLive Academy for this purpose, to give it away. So you get lifetime access to that, and the weekly mastermind coaching calls are included with that. One person is going to win both of those tonight. So here are the rules, though. You got to share this video out. We will be checking to see if you shared it out. You got to go to dougwing.com and register to be notified when his book is live. Go to dougwing.com and register. And number 3 is you have to go to facebook.com/RealDougWing and follow Doug's page, his fan page. So, and here's the other thing. If you're already a member of GrOwLive Academy and you win, we are going to give you the ability to give it to someone you care about, someone you love. The lifetime access. Skylar said, we use the King Combo in our equipment rental store. Great products and built to last.
Thank you, Skylar. Amazing.
Possible attached to the gutters. Look, I'm telling you, it hooks onto the gutters. I'm just telling you, it does. Look down here at the bottom. See those little rubber, hold on, those little tiny feet? I don't even think they realized what they were doing when they did that, but those little feet hooked right onto the edge of the gutter.
Yeah, I don't think they were designed for that, Ken. They're called house pads, so they scratch up the wall. But I noticed Jamie Green's on too.
Jamie Green,
the Solar Queen. Yeah,
Jamie Green, the Solar Queen.
Hey, Ken, do you have that? Sorry to interrupt. Do you have that video that Jeffrey did on this GrOwLive? That would be good to play if you have that.
Oh, I have. Yeah, I'll look it up. Okay. But let's so everybody wanted to see this. Let's show the I'm going to turn off the banner. Go over to dougwing.com and get registered to be notified when his book is live, and make sure you share this out, and go to facebook.com/RealDougWing and make sure you follow the page. And then one person is going to win a King Combo ladder tonight that comes with those cool gutter feet. I know that's not what they are. I'm just playing. But the one person's going to win that ladder and lifetime access to the GrOwLive Academy. So let's do this. Let's play this. And Doug, you may need to mute your microphone on the screen while this plays. So, all right, here we go.
Kenyon with Little Giant Ladder Systems, and today we're going to demo the King Combo 2.0 Industrial. Now, the King Combo 2.0 Industrial comes in different sizes: the 5-foot model, the 6-foot model, and the larger 8-foot model. Today I'm going to demonstrate the 6-foot model, but understand that they all work the same way. The way the King Combo works is with a one-handed hinge that closes and opens the back legs. Now you really have a 3-in-1 workhorse that's designed with safety in mind, using it as a leaning ladder, an A-frame ladder, also an extension ladder. And as we get into the details, The leaning ladder really is groundbreaking because it's able to be used in that leaning or closed position. The top cap, the hinge, the back legs, and the feet, they're all designed to be used in this safe position. Now we go to the top cap, and you'll notice that not every surface that you lean a ladder on is going to be flat. So once we push in these buttons left and right, we can rotate this wall pad around, and now you can safely use the King Kombo in inside corners, outside corners, against 2x4 studs, pipes, poles, a variety of situations, and again, rotate it just the same way to put it back in its storage position. The hinge operates with one single lever. Squeeze that in with one hand, and that disengages both the right and the left.
Hey, Doug, real fast, and I'm going to start that back up, but they changed the design of that. You're muted. You're muted.
Sorry. Yes, the one that I have and the one that you have two individual buttons.
Yeah,
and
they're on the side for that leg to swing out.
Exactly.
There's two buttons on the side. So just so everybody knows that
they may get one of the ones that like you and I have. I'm not sure if they've gone to the new ones yet all the way.
Is this the new one?
That's the new one. Yeah, but they work the same way. So
the single thing is the new design?
Yeah.
Dude, I want one of those.
I know, they're neat, aren't they?
That is neat. All right, I'm gonna look. Victoria said your ladders must come with wine and cheese. She says that's one hell of a fancy ladder. Yes, it really is. I like that single.
I know.
That's kind of, man, you guys, they're always innovating. Okay,
yeah, they're very.
So this is the new one. You may get the new one or you may get the old one. Either way, it's a really cool ladder. So here, let's watch the rest of this.
Zinc plated solid steel plates with a stainless steel locking bar. Squeezing that in disengages the hinge. So now we can open it up, locking into its A-frame or stepladder position. What's unique about the King Kombo is that the back legs are parallel or 14 inches apart. So now the King Kombo can safely be put in between wall studs that are 16 inch on center, safely putting the ladder close to the work so it eliminates the need for the operator to overreach. Again, closer is always safer. The side that we're climbing, again, wide for side tip stability. You'll notice that the feet are also designed with safety in mind, which are oversized industrial feet with lots of grip down at the bottom for your industrial applications. You'll also notice that the feet are designed to be field replaceable. Anybody that has a Phillips head screwdriver or drill can simply slip those off, put new feet on, and again, maintain the ladder out in the field to be working safely. You'll also notice that the bottom rung has a ground cue at the bottom. 20% of all reported accidents are simply because people miss the bottom step. Having an alert system will always remind you that now you can step safely onto the floor or the ground. When we turn the ladder into an extension ladder position, again, we never want people to stand on rungs that they shouldn't be on, whether they're the top rung or the top cap of a ladder. Step ladder should never be used that way. So instead of making that unsafe choice, we go back to the hinge and simply unlocking the hinge, turn that 6-foot step ladder into now a 10-foot extension ladder. So now I can use rungs that were off limits before, whether it's the top rung or even the top cap. This is one of my favorite places to stand because it's broad and supports almost my entire foot with plenty of extension ladder up there in front of me to hold on to. You'll notice that the King Kombo 2.0 Industrial also has pre-installed accessory called the quad pod. That comes standard on this ladder, giving you even more versatility in the extension ladder position. That's both a tool tray to hold your tools when you're working and a place to rest the ladder against inside corners, outside corners, 2x4 studs, pipes, poles. Again, the variety that you can lean the ladder on, keeping you safe in the process. We unlock the hinge one more time, and again, with this new patent pending one-handed hinge, we can either stop in the stepladder position or let it come all the way back down into its closed or stored position. And a few quick reminders here: choose the right ladder for the job, set it up correctly, Maintain 3 points of contact when you're climbing up and down any ladder. This is the King Kombo 2.0 Industrial by Little Giant Ladder Systems.
Wow. Unmute yourself. That is really cool. And yes, Victoria, they are also known as gutter feet. They're not. They're not. We need to be clear on that, because you will rip your gutter down. Possibly.
Yeah, you'll be like Clark Griswold. When he in that movie, I always liked it because he was using a Warner ladder, not a Little Giant. It was
wow, that's yeah, unstable.
Yeah,
unstable. Yeah, Victoria says now they are. That's funny. No, I'm pretty sure that goes against all OSHA safety recommendations. So anyway, so that somebody's going to win that tonight. And you're also going to win. The lucky winner is going to also win a lifetime access to the GrOwLive Academy and the GrOwLive Academy weekly mastermind calls, which I've done every single week since I started, except for, I believe, 1 week when I was traveling. I'd skipped that week. And I have had some rock stars on. I have had, let's see, Glenn Morshower's been on many times. Glenn is my brother, and he comes in all the time and teaches and helps, and it's been amazing. And then we've had the amazing king of sales, your friend and my friend, Dr. Jeffrey Gittimer.
Yeah.
Not doctor, but Jeffrey Gittimer has been on multiple times. He was in last week. And let's see, we've had Kyle Wilson, Jim Rohn's business partner of 18 years. Kyle actually owned Jim Rohn International. Kyle came in and taught 1 week and just blew everybody's mind. Craig Duswalt, who's a friend of mine, he toured the world with Guns N' Roses for 4.5 years. He was Axl Rose's personal assistant. Craig came in. He has a rock star marketing company in Texas, and he came in and taught, and it was amazing, mind-blowing information. And all of these are recorded, and it, like, for the folks that haven't been able to make the lives, which I highly recommend that you make the lives, because the lives are valuable, because you get to talk to the actual guest. If I have a guest on, and ask questions, like Mark Victor Hansen, the #1 best-selling author on planet Earth, was in there, and it was incredible. Like, he wrote all the Chicken Soup for the Soul books with Jack Canfield. I've had Robbie Cornelius was in there. Robbie literally gave millions of dollars in ideas that night. It was mind-blowing what he showed everybody. So, I always try to bring value. I had Robbie Summers this past week from ClickFunnels, the vice president of sales of ClickFunnels. Like, he came in there. It was incredible. We've had so many amazing people come on. Doug, you're there almost every single week. It's been absolutely amazing, some of the people that I've been able to get to come on and share some of their wisdom with us. So it's been amazing, and it's going to continue to become more and more and more amazing. And I will be soon. I'll be going to a monthly recurring fee if you want to attend the mastermind calls. But everybody that's already in the GrOwLive Academy will be grandfathered in, so you will not have to pay their monthly recurring fee to be a part of the mastermind. The mastermind's worth probably $10,000 a year by itself, without all of the other video modules I have in there. So, I've had some amazing guests in there, and it's been amazing. Plus, I teach a lot in there and help people. And my goal is to help people grow and expand and learn more and more and more. And that's what we want. Because you know what? Look, dude, if you believe in God and you believe in helping others, you can't help. If you're broke, you can't help other people.
Mm-hmm.
Broke people, it's very difficult for broke people to help people. I mean, it is, right?
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to buy a homeless guy a cheeseburger if you can't buy yourself a cheeseburger? Like,
exactly.
You know, so anyway, that's what's going on. You need to share this out, share this live video out. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, go to dougwing.com and make sure that you've registered to be notified when Doug's new book comes out, which is a compilation of stories and lessons. And what's the title of it again?
Giant Success.
Giant Success. What's the subtitle?
I don't have it memorized exactly, but it's going to talk about 15 core principles and values from Hal Wing, and they'll be tied, as Ken mentioned, they'll be tied to stories, experiences that either I've had personally, or a lot of them will be of stories from my dad as well. So yep.
Look what Robert Brooker said. We broke, but we happy. This simply is not true.
Hi, Robert.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Our rewards in life are directly correlated with our level of service. Amen and amen and amen. Teresa says this would be a game changer. And, look, they're both of these things. We've got the ladder, which is going to help you climb. And we've got the GrOwLive Academy, which is going to help you climb as well. So both of these things combined, man, it's to the moon. It is to the moon for you. So, all right. So share this out. Number 1. Number 2, if you haven't gone to dougwing.com and click that register to be notified button and entered your name and your email address, you're not going to win. You got to do that. You don't even stand a chance, 0% chance. And number 3, you have to go to facebook.com/Real Doug Wing. That's Doug's fan page, not his personal Facebook page, his fan page. Go to his fan page and make sure that you are following, that you've liked and followed his page. Might as well follow him on Instagram while you're at it too. I mean, come on. So, Giant Success in GrOwLive will help you raise your level of service, literally. Amen. Francois, my brother, how you doing? I'm in. Yes. All right. Jay Fox. We have a nationally syndicated radio show host watching right now. The one and only Jay Fox. All right, so share this out. Let's go. Share it out, share it out, share it out. Did you guys enjoy the video? Let me ask you this. I want everybody to drop I want an emoji for this one. If you want to win, drop a fire emoji in the comments. I want to see a fire emoji if you want to win. You got to drop fire. I want to see some fire. Come on, burn up the screen. Let's go. So look, Jamie says, I liked and signed up and shared. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jamie. By the way, like Jamie is in the GrOwLive Academy. If you win this tonight, you will be able to give your free membership to somebody that you love or somebody that you hate. Maybe you think they need some improvement in life and it could help them. Okay, Teresa, WM Cody Lures, Skylar, Jamie Green, Larry's setting it on fire. Look at that. Dan is just typing fire. He didn't even type fire. He typed fire. Victoria. All right. So we have some people on here. Now, what Doug and I do when we do this is you guys, and again, the other rule is you have to be on the live stream if you want to win. That's a fairly somewhat simple, I mean,
you got to be here to win.
Yeah, I mean that's just logical,
like
right?
going to a raffle, right? And they call your number and you're not there, they call the next one if you're not there.
They go to the next one. So let's have a phone call. Do you have your phone handy?
Yes, I've got it over there. Yeah.
Go grab your phone.
And you want me to mute?
Yeah, we got to mute this and make sure, because we may have lip readers on here. So make sure you're covering your mouth or you turn your camera off, one of the two. So mute your phone. I'm going to call you right now, Doug.
Okay.
And everybody watching, make sure that you've gone to DougWing.com and you registered to and you know what, while you're on DougWing.com, there's a Facebook icon. Just click that and open it up to his fan page and like and follow his fan page real quick. You have to be here and you have to have done all those things. I'm going to check right now before we call the winner. So I'm Doug. I'm calling you right now, and everybody hang tight. Just stay on here and we'll be right with you. Make sure that you've done all of those things, dude. Or dude, I'm saying dude to you, but make sure that you all have done those things and stay on the live stream. Don't go anywhere. Oh, you have to have shared this out too. Make sure you've shared this out. So hang tight for us. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Doug, unmute yourself.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a winner chicken dinner.
We do.
We do. We really do. And Victoria said, I just wanted to see if you were reading the comments. Dan says, this is like the pitching coach coming out to the mound. Oh, that's so funny. So listen, there's still Jenny said, I'm eating chicken right now. There is a winner of the thing tonight. We are going to be doing more of these, a lot more of these. There's several more that Doug has purchased. And we're going to be doing more. So, Doug, I would like, because I announce it every week. So this week I asked Doug to pick the winner, because we talk through it normally and then I always have the final decision. But tonight, very first thing Doug said, and don't say it yet, Doug, but the very first thing he said, we were in agreement on. And I want to say, Doug, I'm going to give you a drum roll. You ready? Are we ready to announce this, dude? Victoria, would you stop? Look at my awesome hair. This is not fair.
So listen, I was just really quick. I was on a date one time, and I picked this lady up at her house, and we're driving down the road, and I looked over like this, and I'm kind of looking over, and she was staring at me, and she goes, "You have incredible hair." And I go, I'm driving, I'm like, "Oh, really? Thank you." I got the steering wheel, and then she goes, "Is it real?" And I go, "Yeah, I think so." And she goes, "Can I touch it?"
Oh my God.
So I'm driving down the road, and she's going like this. She's going, "Oh, wow, this is really, it's nice." Anyway, yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay.
All right, dude. You ready? I'm going to do a drum roll.
All right.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Should we tell any more stories first? Nah, we'll save some more stories for later.
Yeah, we'll save them for later.
Let's do the drum roll. Ready?
You got it. All right. Tonight's winner is Larry Schneider.
Yeah, Larry Schneider. Larry Schneider, congratulations, brother. You are the most consistent and persistent, most sharer. Like, he shared the post last night like 3 times. He's a rock star. He's always on my live streams. He's always here supporting us. He shared the shnikes out of this stream. He is a good dude. Larry Schneider. Congratulations.
You're awesome, Larry. Thank you.
Yes. And everybody else that watch, Doug, do you want to send everybody else a ladder? I'm kidding.
We are going to do this again next week, I think, right, Ken? I think so.
We are going to do this now, maybe the week after.
Okay, so yeah, Memorial Day weekend's coming up, so maybe the week after.
Yeah, the week after.
All right.
So Larry, congratulations to you, brother. You are the winner tonight, and you are.
Yeah, make sure that Larry, please send Ken your address, your shipping address.
Need you to DM me on Facebook Messenger your shipping address, your email address, and your phone number. Need all 3 of those things. So, and if you would type it in, and don't make what needs capitalized, make sure it's capitalized so I don't have to redo your work. So send me your name on one line, hold the shift key and hit enter, or do it through your phone. And then the next line, put in your address and all of that stuff so I can, Dan said 1099. So send all of that, please, so we can get you taken care of. And Larry, welcome to the GrOwLive Academy family. We're very, very, very honored and happy to have you as part of the GrOwLive Academy. And you're going to love this ladder. I have 3 little giant ladders. I have the King Kombo, which isn't the new one. I like the new design better. But
I have 2 of them at my house, and they don't have the new bar. So
I know that new bar, that I thought maybe that was an old design we were looking at.
That's the brand new one. Yeah.
That's really a cool design.
Yeah.
It's really a cool design. So either way, I have the one with the 2 orange buttons you push in on the side, and it's phenomenal. I love that ladder. So congratulations, Larry Schneider. Doug, dude, I am so excited for your book, man. Like, this book is I've seen a lot of it, and
I know the first time you read my dad's original manuscript.
Oh my God.
You called me back and you're like, dude, there is some incredible stuff in here.
I was in tears in one part of it. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I went to an installation the other day and they had a little giant ladder, and I always get excited. That's so awesome, isn't it?
I know. Isn't it weird how, Ken, now that we think about ladders, right? You'll tell me, hey, I saw a ladder the other day on some guy's truck or something. And people are like, oh, because I'll point them out as I'm driving, and it's weird how you start to look at them and stuff. Yep.
I notice them all the time. Like, some semi trucks have them strapped to the back of the back doors. And I remember I called you. I'm like, dude, I just passed a semi truck carrying a little giant. Oh my God.
To answer Jay's question, Jay, they are in Lowe's now, all the Lowe's stores. And so that would probably be the best, quickest way for you to get a little giant. Costco has them in their stores as well, but they only have one size, and then you have to order the rest on Costco.com. But Lowe's has them nationwide.
And they have a bunch of different sizes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're taking over the whole ladder bay.
Because I've got what the original little giant. That thing's it's a giant, but it's heavy. I mean, it's heavy.
My dad used to call them do-it-yourself hernia kits. They were pretty heavy.
They're pretty heavy. I mean, what do they weigh? 80 pounds, maybe?
No, the big one. Do you have the 19 or the 23?
I don't know. It extends to 18 or 19 feet.
Okay, that one's about 50 pounds, but the biggest one.
It's not 50 pounds.
It is. The biggest one's like 56 or 57. It's heavy. Yeah, that's the one that Weldon wanted me to ship him. I'm like, you're not doing this yourself, Weldon, right? And he goes, no, I have a guy.
They are super, super heavy, but they are Victoria's laughing. They're awesome, man. And they're so well constructed. I remember because the bigger little giant ladder, the one I'm talking about, has those orange things on the side that kind of you push in to extend it, and then they pop back into place. And I remember the very first time climbing up that, thinking, I hope those things are actually working, like those pins or whatever. Yeah, it's amazing, man. They're amazing ladders.
It looks like Nancy has a question about the Philippines, and hey Nancy, I'll direct message you on Facebook. We do have Little Giant. It's called Little Giant Global, but I'll have to find out. I know they've been to the Philippines. We have two gentlemen that do that. So I'll find out and I'll send you a message.
Yeah. So, well, dude, this has been fun tonight. Victoria did you see what she said? I know what every man in my life is getting for birthdays and Christmas.
Oh,
they can't say no when I need things like my gutters clean.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, I got to tell you something, Ken. I was at a trade show once, and this guy walks up, and he goes, "I'm really upset." And I thought, "Oh man, he fell off the ladder, he hurt himself, or whatever." I said, "Can I help you? What happened?" And he said, "Well, I got divorced." And he goes, "My ex-wife got my little giant." He was so upset about it. I was like, "What about the house, dude? You're complaining." He was over there.
She got the little.
Yeah, he's like, mad. I mean, usually like the wife got the house or something. He's all upset. This guy come up. "I loved my ladder. I want another ladder." I said, "Well, we can send you another one. Let's write you up, But he was so upset. He's like, "She probably won't even use it ever, but she got the ladder."
Oh, wow.
It was hilarious. Yeah.
Jay, you want to make sure Doug express to Jay, because I think it's so important that people know this, man. Like, people know how important ladder safety is and what separates Little Giant from everything else on the market.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things. The way that they're made with the materials, and that we don't make any Type 3 ladders. A lot of companies make these really cheap, flimsy ladders that cost like $50 in the hardware stores, and we stay away from those. We build more extra heavy duty stuff. And then the other thing that we really do is, you saw some innovation tonight, which is built around safety and quality. Because look, people will get up on that top cap of a step ladder, and they'll get up there and they'll try to reach, and just get that extra little bit if they're painting or grabbing something. And that's when people get hurt, is when they use the wrong ladder for the wrong job, or they have it set up incorrectly. And but people don't realize how many accidents there are. I mean, people are injured every day severely, seriously, and there's a lot of fatalities in the ladder business, and it is mostly operator fault. But Little Giant has been very blessed, and I believe that we've been blessed with hardly any, compared to other ladder companies, any accidents or things like that, because we build a superior product. and we, we're really we design them to be a lot safer. They cost more money, but again, how much is I always used to tell people, they're like, well, they're a lot of money, and I'm like, well, how much is your life worth? And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, one fall off of one of these ladders could be a life-changing thing. If you got injured and you couldn't go back to work again, that's going to cost millions of dollars, right? So
yeah,
safety's big, and Little Giant is big time into safety.
Yeah.
In fact, their mission statement is preventing injuries and saving lives. That's Little Giant's mission statement.
Wow, it's amazing. Who came up with that?
We had a bunch of meetings, and it wasn't me. I would admit it if it was me, but we had a bunch of meetings, and we did our why. You know how every company has their why, and that's that was several years ago that we did that. And I think it was probably the management team. We came up with different ideas, and then we kind of whittled it down to that. But it's when you go into our conference room, it's right on the wall. I mean, it's painted on the wall, right there for every meeting that we're in. Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well, Brother Doug, I appreciate you, man. This has been fun tonight. And Larry Schneider, make sure you send me a message and with your name, address, email address, and your phone number, so we can get your ladder shipped to you, and I can add you to the GrOwLive Academy, which you'll have access to tonight if you send me your information tonight. So thank you to everybody who's watched tonight. Doug, thank you. Love you, brother. I mean that. Like, you're a good dude, man. Doug and I talk every day, right? Just about
every day, I would say, since the day that I was on your show and was introduced to you. And I have a friend in California, and she says you and Ken have a serious bromance going on there.
I mean, we're good friends, man.
Yeah. Ken. I'm telling you, Ken has been. Him and his wife Jill have helped me in a lot of ways on websites. And some of you have gone to DougWing.com. That's the work of Ken and Jill. And but Ken has helped me through some difficult times. I mean, I'm single right now, and have a lot going on in my life, and Ken's been there for me when I've had some hard days, and he always gets me pointed in the right direction again. I do appreciate you. Love you, brother.
Well, you do the same for me, dude. So I appreciate you. All right, everybody, listen, thank you for your time. Thank you for the shares and the love, and congratulations, Larry Schneider. You are a rock star, and I'm excited to see what happens for Larry in the future.
Yeah, for sure. You'll really like the GrOwLive Academy. It's going to be great. So
you'll love the ladder too. So, all right, we will see you guys later. Doug, hang tight. I'm going to end this. Y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for being here and watching and sharing and participating.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.